Welcome back to Speak Unstoppable, the podcast where every conversation makes you unstoppable. I'm Maria.
And I'm John. Hey everyone, great to be here with you again.
John, okay, before we start today, I have to ask, how are you doing? Like, genuinely, how is your week going?
Honestly, it's been one of those weeks. You know those weeks where everything is fine on paper, but inside your head it's just loud?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Like, I'm getting things done. I'm showing up. But every time I open my mouth, especially in English, I just feel like I sound unsure, like I'm questioning myself with every sentence I say.
Wait, seriously? Even after all this time?
Even after all this time. And the worst part is, I know what I want to say. I have the words. But something happens between my brain and my mouth, and it comes out so weak, like I'm asking for permission just to have an opinion.
Okay, John, I hear you. And I want you to know what you just described. That is one of the most common things English learners experience. It's not a language problem. It's actually deeper than that.
Really? What do you mean?
What you're talking about is something called vocal confidence, and more specifically, the way your sentence structure itself signals confidence or insecurity to the people listening to you. And that is exactly what we're talking about today.
Oh, I love this already.
Today's episode is called The One English Sentence That Makes You Sound Instantly More Confident. And I promise you, by the end of this conversation, you are going to hear English and yourself differently.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
But first, hey, if you are new here, welcome to Speak Unstoppable. This is a podcast where we use real conversations about mindset and psychology to help you practice natural English. So you're not just learning grammar, you're learning how to think in English, how to feel confident in English.
And if this episode helps you, please subscribe. It takes literally 2 seconds, and it means the world to us. It helps more learners find this podcast.
Yes. And hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube, and leave us a comment. We read every single one. We actually love hearing from you.
We genuinely do. Okay, Maria, I need this lesson. Let's talk about this sentence.
Let's do it. Okay, John. So let me start with a question. When you said earlier that you sound weak in English, can you give me an example? Like, what does that actually sound like?
Okay, yeah, so for example, someone asks me, what do you think about this idea? And instead of just answering, I say something like, I don't know, maybe, I think it could be good. I'm not sure, but maybe.
Right, yes, and notice what you just did there. You heard it, right? All those little words, maybe, I think. I'm not sure. Could be.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm apologizing for having a thought.
Exactly. That is the perfect way to put it. You are apologizing for having a thought. And here's the thing, this is not just an English learner problem. Even native speakers do this. But there is one specific sentence structure, one simple shift. That changes everything.
Okay. What is it? Tell me.
The sentence is this: I believe that, or I think that, but said with a full, complete, committed thought after it. Not I think. Maybe. It could be. But I believe that this is the right approach. And here's why.
Oh, that's different.
Right? You feel the difference immediately. Say it with me, I believe that.
I believe that, wow, just saying those words feels different, like I'm standing up straighter.
Yes, and that feeling is real. The language you use actually affects your body, your breath, your posture. When you start a sentence with I believe that and then commit to finishing it, your whole energy shifts.
Okay, so it's not just about sounding confident to other people. It's about feeling confident yourself.
Exactly. And that's the mindset piece. That's what makes this more than a grammar tip. This is a confidence practice. Let me give you some context, because I want you to understand why this works on a psychological level. There's a concept in psychology called linguistic confidence.
Linguistic confidence. Okay, say more.
So, linguists and psychologists have studied the way that hedging language, those filler words like maybe, kind of, I'm not sure, but perhaps actually undermines the speaker's perceived authority, even when they have great ideas, even when they're completely right.
Wait, so the words themselves make people trust you less?
They can. Yes, not always context matters, but in most everyday conversations, especially at work, in meetings, in social situations when you constantly hedge, people unconsciously read it as, this person is unsure. And then they start to feel unsure about you too.
That's kind of scary, actually. Because I do this all the time. Like, not just in English, I do it in my first language, too.
And that's so important that you said that. Because for many people, this isn't just a language habit. It's a mindset habit. It's a fear of being wrong, a fear of taking up space, a fear of sounding too bold or too certain.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly it. I'm afraid of sounding arrogant. So I soften everything.
And I understand that completely. There's a good intention behind it. You want to be humble. You want to be open. Those are beautiful qualities. But there's a difference between humility and self-erasure.
Humility and self-erasure. Wow. Okay. That hit.
And learning to say, I believe that, with a committed, clear thought, that is not arrogance. That is self-respect in language form.
I want to practice that. Can we practice that?
We absolutely will. But first, let me walk you through a few real example stories and situations so you can really feel how this plays out in real life. Okay, so example number 1. Think about a job interview. You walk in, the interviewer asks, "Why should we hire you?"
Oh, the worst question. I hate that question.
Right? Now imagine 2 candidates. Candidate A says, well, I think I'm, kind of a hard worker, and maybe I could contribute to the team. I don't know, I feel like I have some good skills.
Oh no. I've said that. I have said almost exactly that.
And candidate B says, I believe that I bring a unique combination of creativity and reliability. I've led 3 projects under pressure and delivered results every time. I'm confident I can do the same here.
The difference is night and day.
Night and day, right? Same facts. Same experience. But candidate B owns it. They commit to the sentence. They don't apologize for their answer.
And I believe that sets up the whole thing. It's like a launch pad.
Yes, I love that a launch pad. That's a great way to think about it. It signals, I've thought about this, I've formed an opinion, and I'm willing to stand behind it.
Okay, I need example number 2.
Example number 2, and this one is super relatable. Think about a group conversation. Maybe you're with friends or at a dinner, and someone brings up a topic you have an opinion about. But instead of sharing it, you wait. You stay quiet. Or, if you do speak, you start with, I don't know, it's probably just me, but.
Oh my God, that's my entire social life.
And what happens? Someone else says the same thing, more clearly, more confidently. And everyone responds to them.
Yes. And then I'm sitting there thinking, I literally just thought that.
Exactly. And that moment, that's not a language failure. That's a confidence failure. And the fix is not to think differently. The fix is to speak first with I believe that, and trust yourself enough to finish the sentence.
So sometimes the sentence structure comes first, and the confidence follows?
That is the key insight of this whole episode. Yes, you don't wait to feel confident and then speak. You speak the confident structure and your brain catches up.
Okay. That honestly just changed how I think about this.
Good. Okay, example number 3. And this one is really specific to English learners, so I want you to listen carefully.
I'm listening.
You're in a class, or a meeting, or a conversation in English. Someone says something you disagree with, and you want to push back respectfully, but you don't know how to do it without sounding rude or without losing your confidence mid-sentence.
Yes, this happens to me constantly. I start to disagree, and then I panic, and I just agree, just to avoid the awkwardness.
And this is where I believe that is so powerful, because it gives you a frame, instead of no, that's wrong, which can feel aggressive. Or, I don't know, maybe, but which gives away your ground. You say, I understand your point, and I believe that there's another way to look at this.
Oh, that's smooth. That's really smooth.
It's confident, and respectful. You're not attacking. You're not collapsing. You're standing in your perspective while making room for dialogue.
I believe that there's another way to look at this.
Perfect. Exactly like that. Now, and this is the part I really want to dig into, let's talk about why English learners specifically struggle with this. Because I think there are a few really interesting layers here.
Yeah, I'd love to hear this. Because, honestly, sometimes I wonder if my English level is the problem. Like, maybe if I had more vocabulary, I'd sound more confident.
That's such a common belief. And here's the truth: vocabulary helps. Yes, but confidence in English is not primarily a vocabulary issue.
No?
No. Think about it this way. You can know 10,000 words in English and still sound unsure. Or you can know 500 words and sound completely grounded and clear.
That's true. I've met people like that. People who speak simply but you just believe them.
Right. Because confidence is communicated through sentence structure, through rhythm, through commitment to your idea, not through how many sophisticated words you use.
So learners who think I just need more vocabulary before I can sound confident, they might be waiting forever.
They might be. And that's the trap. It's the same trap as I'll be confident when I'm fluent. But fluency and confidence are built at the same time, not one after the other.
I really needed to hear that.
And here's one more layer. Many English learners come from cultures or languages where being indirect, being humble, softening your opinion, that is actually polite. That's the socially correct thing to do.
Oh, wow, yes. That's very true for me. In my culture, being too direct feels almost rude.
And that's a completely valid cultural value. But when you're speaking English, especially in professional or international contexts, that indirectness can be misread. It doesn't land as polite. it can land as uncertain or even as lacking conviction.
So it's not wrong at home, it's just not always serving you in English.
Exactly. It's about knowing when to shift, not abandoning your culture, just adding a new tool to your toolkit.
I believe that is the tool.
I believe that is the tool. Exactly. Okay, so let me teach you a few variations of this structure. Because I don't want you to just use one phrase forever, I want to give you a small confidence toolkit in English.
Yes, give me the toolkit.
Okay, so the core phrase is, I believe that. But here are some related structures that carry the same confident energy. Ready?
Ready.
Number 1. In my view, this is very clean, very assertive.
In my view, this is the best option. Oh, I like that.
Good. Number 2. From my perspective, this one is great because it acknowledges that it's your point of view, which is intellectually humble, but you still finish with a clear, committed thought.
From my perspective, we need to start earlier. Yeah, that feels solid.
Number 3. What I know for certain is this one is powerful when you want to anchor on something factual or felt very strongly.
What I know for certain is that we've put in the work. Oh, wow, that's strong.
It is, right? And number 4, this one is great for disagreement specifically. I see this differently. Simple, calm, unashamed.
I see this differently. That's short, but it's so sturdy? Is that the right word?
Sturdy is a great word for it. Yes, it doesn't wobble. It doesn't apologize. It just plants a flag.
Plants a flag. I love that image.
So you've got 4 structures now, I believe that. / in my view, / from my perspective, / I see this differently.
Should I write those down?
Absolutely write those down. Or replay this part of the episode later. These are your new confident sentence starters. And now let's talk directly to you, the person listening right now.
Yes, because I know someone listening is feeling exactly what I was feeling at the start of this episode.
If you've ever stayed quiet in a conversation because you weren't sure how to start your sentence, this is for you. If you've ever had a great thought and someone else said it before you, this is for you. If you've ever finished a meeting or a class or a conversation and thought, I should have said something, this is for you.
You have ideas worth sharing. Seriously, the problem isn't that your thoughts aren't good enough.
The problem is that no one taught you how to launch them. No one gave you the launch pad. Well, now you have it.
I believe that. Say it. Right now, wherever you are. Say it out loud.
Say it with me. I believe that I have something valuable to say.
I believe that I have something valuable to say. Come on, say it with us.
Say it like you mean it.
Because you do mean it. You just needed the sentence to catch up with the truth.
Okay, let's bring this home with some action steps. Because I always want you to leave this episode with something you can actually do, not just something you know.
Practical. Love it. What's step 1?
Step 1. Catch yourself hedging. Today, just today, notice every time you say maybe, I'm not sure, but I could be wrong, but before you share a thought. Don't change it yet. Just notice. Awareness comes first.
Just noticing is already doing something, right? Because you can't change what you can't see.
Exactly. Step 2. Replace one hedge today. Just one. Next time you're about to say I think, maybe, kind of, pause, take one breath, and start with I believe that. Then finish your sentence all the way to the end. No trailing off, no apologizing, just finish it.
One breath. One sentence. Finish it. I can do that.
You absolutely can. And step 3, this one, is a practice challenge. Tonight, or this week, have one conversation. Could be with a friend, a colleague, a family member, anyone where you practice using at least 2 of the 4 confidence starters we talked about. I believe that. In my view. From my perspective. I see this differently.
2 out of 4. In one real conversation. That's so doable.
It is. And when you do it, notice how the other person responds. Notice how they look at you. Because I promise you will feel the difference in the room.
And notice how you feel. Because that shift inside is the real win.
Okay, let's do a quick review. Because you know we love to do this, it helps lock in what you learned today, especially for language learning.
Okay, quiz mode, I'm ready.
So, what is the core problem we talked about at the start?
Hedging language. Using too many words like maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure it makes you sound unsure even when you're not.
Perfect. And what is the one-sentence structure that changes everything?
I believe that. Said with a full, committed thought after it. No trailing off.
Love it. And what are the 4 confidence starters?
Okay, I believe that. In my view, from my perspective, and I see this differently.
You got all 4. And what's the big mindset shift from today?
You don't wait to feel confident before you speak. You speak the confidence structure, and the confidence follows.
Yes. That is the whole episode in one sentence. You speak the structure, and the confidence follows.
I feel like I need to put that on my wall.
Put it on your wall. Put it as your phone wallpaper. Whatever you need. Because that truth will carry you further than any vocabulary list.
Honestly, yeah.
All right, that is a wrap on today's episode of Speak Unstoppable.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. Seriously, every minute you give to learning and growing, that's an investment in yourself. And it matters.
If this episode helped you, please subscribe right now. It helps other learners find us. And this community grows stronger with every person who joins.
And leave us a comment. We have a question for you today.
What is one topic or situation in English where you want to sound more confident? Tell us in the comments. It could be at work, at school, with friends, in interviews, anywhere.
We read every comment. And your answer might inspire the next episode.
Until next time, keep speaking, keep growing, and remember, every conversation makes you unstoppable.
Every. Single. 1. See you next time, everyone.